Hi, beautiful Libra. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Libra, this is your general reading, and I've set the time frame to mid-April until mid-May of 2021. I'm starting off a little bit differently with a deck here to just get the overall energy to what's going on with you, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper and get the whole view, the whole picture. I am not a quick fix reader. This is not a quick fix reading, so if you're into quick fix answers, I am probably not your reader. But if you're willing to go on a little journey, to go more deep into things and just enjoy the depth of stuff, then I probably am your reader. Then take a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and come with me on this little journey. And if it resonates with you, we're going to go even deeper into an extension after the reading. This is just really beautiful. I think it was the first four readings that I did, they just got like one card for the overall picture. And then it started with Leo. And so Leo and Virgo got, I think Leo had 3 cards and Virgo had 4 cards to just top it off. And then you get 3 cards. And so it's not just one card that wants to come out. They really want to give you everything. So Libra, we're starting with Battle of the Blues. This is, and I see this strong moon there in the back. So maybe there's something, we have a full moon coming up that is, I believe it's, because doesn't it look a little bit like purple or pinkish in the back there? And I think that is reminding me that actually this full moon, was it the new moon that's called a pink moon, or is it the full moon that is coming up that is a pink moon? You don't like take my words to the bank, because I'm not sure here, as you can tell. There's something with the pink moon though that is coming up. So whether that really affected you, have we already passed it, or is starting to really affect you because that's coming up, there's something around the full moon there happening for you. This is basically somebody that has just given up the battle, that has rested their case. Like they don't want to, they're resting their sword. So to me, that's like you're resting your communication. Like you don't want to argue about stuff anymore. You don't want to communicate about certain things. Like I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I just don't want to be in this energy anymore. So we're going to see what that is about. Underneath it says take steps towards positive change. But then comes like like the happiest energy. This is my Aquarius card. So it doesn't mean that you could have an Aquarius placement in your chart somewhere, or dealing with an Aquarius, or you could be an Aquarius that is checking in on your Libra. But what I'm getting with it's the general energy, and the Aquarius energy is all about freedom, all about blazing a trail where nobody else has really gone before. It's like really important to you, Libra, that whatever you're doing is quite unique. And Libra, you are quite unique, but it's like it's even more so with this card. There's something here today. It's interesting. I also see the moon there again in the back. A couple of things coming out here already without going deeper into them. Already it's starting to talk, and it's like I see this stain, this cloud or this stain on her skirt. I feel like that is a skirt that she's wearing, and there's like a stain on it, and so either this is just maybe for 1 or 2 people, and it just talks about like we just want to acknowledge you, like the guides are seeing you, and the rest of you we don't care about. I'm just kidding. But there's something maybe perhaps you even have asked for, like, can you just show me some sort of guidance that you think acknowledges that I'm alive, and it could have been like, here, can you please just show me some sort of sign? And this sign is sort of being brought to you through this reading, and it's about you either just gotten a stain on you, or a stain on a, whether that's pants or a skirt or whatever that is. I just see a stain, and how you dealt with this stain. Then okay, this message is for you. Like yes, they've heard you. And then today I see this. I've never seen this before. She's playing with water. it's like she's just with the elements, like she's playing with the elements. And it's interesting. You'd think, because I'm reading for all these signs, you think I would know. I know that Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries are fire signs. I will completely be honest with you. I don't know if Aquarius. I mean, Aquarius obviously sounds like it's a water sign, but I don't think it is. I think it's an air sign. Is Aquarius an air sign? And there's, okay, so the reason I'm bringing it up, it's not like, okay, should we do a little game? Is it an air sign or is it a water sign? That's so not important for you, and it's so not interesting for you to listen to, whether I know those things or not. There's just something about, if Aquarius usually plays with water, or if Aquarius usually plays with air, they're stepping out into a different element. Like this could talk about that that you're such a complex person, you're such a complex sign that, it's not just this one thing about you. There's so many more elements to you than just one thing. And there's something about choosing a new route, or choosing something that is not really your element, if that makes sense, or bringing in more elements to the situation. So this is like, I see her playing with water there. So if you usually are just sort of playing around with air, we're bringing in water to the equation, and that's a new thing. We're adding on different elements to this situation. We're going to see what that is about. And then I also see all those magnolias in the back there, and the magnolias have just turned into my most magical flower. That's actually quite the story behind it, and I did tell this story for a while there, because the magnolias just kept showing up until I actually looked into it. And it turns out that the magnolia is like the oldest, like this flower coexisted with the dinosaurs back when they were not supposed to be alive, because we know today we need the bees for the flowers to continue to grow. But this magnolia was actually fed, or continued to be nourished by a black beetle. And not only did it survive, it branched out into what today is 400 different versions of itself. So there's something about, like, this magnolia streak. Do you see, like, there's so many magnolias here, like a thick layer just being like running right beside you. It just feels like there's such magic around you at this time. And not only are you surviving, you're branching out, like you're bringing in different elements, you're branching out, and it's just a new you, Libra. I feel there's a different energy about you. I sort of haven't seen this or felt this energy around you before. And you probably haven't either about yourself. And then there's like a lot, I see this as a lot of fire. So there's like a lot of different elements to you here going on. And you're playing with it. It's like you have full power. Like, I can do whatever I want. That was originality, blaze your own trail. And then we have the unicorn card. And if you listen to me before and don't judge and don't care too much what the story comes from. If you listen to me before, you know that unicorns and peacocks are my indicator that a soulmate connection is in the essence of you, is around you, is in you can sense them. It has just started to show up that way. It's very much Taurus in this card for me as well. And basically it's just talking about you. Do you see how like there's no separation between you and this unicorn? So there's like there's no separation between you and this soulmate. So we're gonna see what that is about as well. Interesting. So can we start off with the Battle of the Blues there? What is that about for Libra? Battle of the Blues. Okay. So sometimes I just don't care to say, because it's like you just have to trust me on it, and it might not be interesting. And I think you trust me though. Sometimes I see little white orbs. They're just sort of. Sometimes they're so fast. It's almost like a shooting star. It's like, and then they're gone. And sometimes they linger, they just sit and linger for a little bit. Sometimes, every once in a while, the camera has actually picked up on it, and sometimes it just doesn't. And today I saw this tiny little, right here, it just went around like this and then disappeared. For me, when that comes in, it's just when, first and foremost, the reason orbs shows up, it's just really, really high energy condensed in what then like appears like a physical phenomena. To me, it has also been like, if you work out with your guides, that please show me feathers as soon as I'm on the right path, or please show me pennies, like pennies from heaven, which can always be confused with it sounds like I'm saying something different, right? Like peanuts, pennies from heaven. You get it? And maybe somebody wants that. I'm not judging. So, oh my God. Like you want to see feathers, or you want to see pennies, or you want to see something like that, and you work it out with your guides. Like the minute I'm on the right path, I want to see feathers, like white feathers. For me, I know it's like when the orb starts to show up, it's something that's really, really true. So, and now I completely forgot, or actually I started to just, actually we didn't get to it. So what I'm about to say now is significant. Sometimes I'll just say, like, pay attention to this. I will have just seen something. And you know, it's not like I don't think that you don't believe me. It's just sometimes it's just easier to just move on with the story instead of intuition. Okay. So it's funny how intuition comes out when the orb was just here. And so there's something about really paying attention, like just what we just said. Really pay attention. There's something extra to pay attention to here. And an intuition comes out. So it's like the battle of the blues, whatever you're going through there, where you have rested your case, maybe it was started out like a party. It started out like a really beautiful party. It looked like, and today I'm actually being brought there again. Sometimes, I don't know why it comes on so strongly, but Mardi Gras. I learned now that it's called Mardi Gras. I think it's a festival. I don't know. I'm sorry if I completely am wrecking that one, but I think it's a festival, and I think it's New Orleans. New Orleans. With the beads, like you, for some weird reason, you throw, but who's judging? Like the Easter bunny showing up, really? We should just discuss that one. So I don't know why we're throwing beads, but the beads are showing up here today, like the necklaces of beads are showing up. So there's a connection here to New Orleans, or a festival, or and so take that first, and then there's something about and obviously that's not going to resonate with maybe 95% of you Librans, but take whatever resonates for you in this, and then leave the rest. It could have started out like a festival. It could have started out like a party. Like you thought this was really, really fun. Like you're dressed the occasion, you have beads in your hair, and it's like all fun. And it turned out to not be so much fun. Like you rest your case, like you don't want to be a part of this anymore. Something started up being really what looked like fun, and now it's not. And there's something also with the sword there, like you're resting your case. You do not want to talk about it anymore. And there's now, to sort of get out of this situation, or have you already, because we have this as the next card. It's such a different happy-go-lucky, thriving energy. Couldn't be further away, like energy-wise. So I feel like we're already, this is sort of more towards the past, and the other one is more in the present, the Aquarius card there. So this is something about either you have already, like you really paid attention and started to follow your guidance that led you out of that situation. Whether it's a relationship for you, whether it's a work environment situation, whether it's health, whatever this is for you, I see somebody here can barely move. Like, I don't know how to move. I don't know how to move on from here. And then to just slowly just starting to pick up the noise from guidance, like just subtle insights or subtle nudges or subtle glimpses of something. And have you come a little bit further out of it? It's more like, okay, you have grown into this, whatever hardship you went through, it has allowed for you. And doesn't it always, whatever we do, it's like whatever hardship we're going through, at the end of the day, the only thing that really helps and the only thing that we really sort of this is the bottom line. We have to connect with our inner being again. We have to connect with ourself again. We have to withdraw and start to meditate or start to connect with higher power for this to work. For me, at least, it seems to be the case every single time. So there's something that has been harsh on you, for sure, Libra. But it has made you reconnect with your inner being, with your higher power. And it has allowed for you to open up to new venues, new opportunities, new ways of seeing things. I think you're more understanding, more knowing, more intuitive than you've ever been before. It's almost like you're speaking with other dimensions, like out of thin air. You can just sort of pull, just like the orb there. Maybe that's even more significant there today than I realized, actually. It's like you can pull energy out of thin air. Just like the orb just appear. Like, where does the orb come from? It just appears out of thin air, you know? Or if you see auras, or if you see... What else? I mean, we can't really say the rainbow because you have a logical reason for why the rainbow is there. Or obviously, there's a logical reason for the orb. There's a logical reason for the orb. I think you know where I'm headed with this, though. Like, you can pull stuff out of thin air. It has made you into this awesome master, this awesome magician that sort of has taken stuff one step further. You have realized things about yourself coming from a really tough place. You start to ask for things, and at first it might just be so that you'll get out of a really tough situation, but at the end of the day, you opened up Pandora's box, or you opened up a really beautiful and solid and organized box that you want to open with beautiful surprises, and along came the whole universe. It's like it's allowed for you to move into something different rather than to just guide yourself out of a tough situation. Can we clarify the originality there? Actually, now when I'm looking at the Aquarius card there again, it's like you pull the water, like I said, you pull the water up like that. And in that water, it's actually presented the whole of the universe. It's very... Wait, I'm just going to show you in a minute. Can you just clarify this originality, please? Okay. Sorry. I need to get this out of me first, and then... So here, take a look at this and how you're looking into another dimension, how you're actually just pulling that out of thin air, and you can just sort of straight look into this other dimension. It looks like the universe, or like a little vortex. It's just like a black hole is opening up there to you with all those stars around it in this very thing, if that's not obvious. And then on this other card, it's like she's pulling out of that. It looks like she's taking this wave. She's holding on to that wave right there. That looks like water right there. But in that water, in that wave, is a lot of stars. So it's like she's pulled up the whole, like the water there, but in it is all this, is the universe. So it's like you've opened up to something. You open up to a new part of yourself, or this new... situation. And like I said, and with it came the whole freaking, it allowed for you to play with the water. It allows for you to play with different elements. In this wave is a lot of stars. Is the universe being, so it's like, at first I'm looking at it and I'm calling for it, I'm asking for it, please help, or please guide me, or please, you know. And then it turns out I can play with this. I can actually manifest stuff through this. I can piece together certain things. It looks like I can actually create. Okay, so now can we clarify the Aquarius card? Why? What does that say to Libra? Come on already. There you go. Sometimes we just need a little bit of a sip of coffee and then we're good to go again. Sometimes we just need a little break. There you go. Yeah. First card was moving on. You're moving on into something new. It's quite similar. I get the colors. I get the same thing. It's not stars, but it's leaves. And it's like you're stepping into this light. You're stepping into, now it's like you're holding on to this. It's interesting because I'm getting it as, you know, a 2-year-old or a 1-year-old or however, I already forgot. I have a 3-year-old now. He actually had his birthday yesterday. And like, you know, when little ones are starting to walk, they're so cute. They're so darn cute. I want to eat them up. And you know, they hold on to things, obviously, to not lose their balance. But then it's such an illusion. You know, they can grab onto something, and as long as they're holding something, they think that they're safe, not understanding that the very thing that they're holding is not attached to anything. So the very thing that they're holding is not attached to anything, and they can walk, and they can walk. And now I get Dumbo in my head with the feather. As long as they have the feather, they think that they held it here for some reason. He thinks that he can fly, and then he loses the feather and he thinks he can't fly. It's the same thing. Like, you're holding on to something, and as long as you're holding on to it, you think that you're fine. You think that you can walk, and then you drop it, and they just sit down immediately, thinking, "Oh crap, I can't walk anymore." Do you see that thing that he's holding in his hand? It looks like you think for a little bit longer. You discovered this new dimension, or you discovered this new part of yourself or version of yourself, bringing in new elements, playing in a different arena, if you will. This is a sort of otherworldly vibe around this reading here today. And I'm getting warm. So it's super high energy around it. The orbs cannot appear unless it's super high energy. And so it's like you're headed into this place where you sort of think that you need, and you probably needed training wheels in the beginning. You held on to certain things in the beginning so that you thought you could walk, holding on to this very thing, and hold on to it for dear life, sweet Libra, as long as you think you need to hold on to it. But you're stepping into something completely new here, completely gorgeous. And number 6 there for me speaks about the connection with your inner being, the connection with your higher power. And that's actually all you need. You don't need an extra oh my god, am I even gonna go there? Okay, don't shoot the messenger. It is my personal opinion always. What? Also, but it started because I got it from my guides. So don't, like, I want to defend myself even before saying it, because I'm probably going to offend some of you guys out there, because obviously today there's probably going to be 60% Reiki healers out there watching this and I'm going to lose you all. Okay, so they're having me go there, so I will trust it. there's something about not needing, like if you use a pendulum, if you use, I'm taking the easy route first to warm you up. If you have your pendulum and you use the pendulum, I think it's called a pendulum, the thingy that sort of rocks back and forth, and it stops over a certain, that's your energy. That's still the divine coming through your energy, right? Into the pendulum. It's not the pendulum itself. Does that mean that if you forgot, like you have a session with somebody and you forgot your pendulum at home, you can actually not give them an answer? No. You can give them an answer. You can get an answer for yourself even though you don't have the pendulum, right? It's quite easy to understand that one. But I'm not have given you guidance here today without the cards. Of course I can. It's an intuitive reading. The cards are fun, and it's so fun when they match up to everything that's been delivered and the perfect cards comes out. But is it the cards? No, it's not. And then I'm going to go into the Reiki healing. So the Reiki healing, we at first think that we need the symbols. We need the Reiki symbols. Like you do those symbols, however you do them in the air or in your hand or whatever you're doing. And yes, I can understand. And from my explanation is that why it becomes so strong and why you actually feel sensations sometimes in your body as you activate those symbols is because there's millions of people. There's millions of people across the globe. If not millions, then thousands and thousands across the globe that has done those Reiki symbols. And as you focusing on the same symbol, the more people are focusing in on the same thing, that energy actually will expand. It will become stronger and stronger and grow, right? So there is something to it. I'll give you that. They're giving you that. However, you don't need the symbol. You don't need the actual, this is the ritual. This is the right healing type. This is the, if you do it this way, or if you do it this way, or if you do it, then you're gonna have a beautiful result. Yeah, do whatever works for you. Do whatever works for you. I mean, I'm eating black currant seed oil at the moment to level some hormone stuff out in my body because I was guided, I was led there. Do I need it? Do I need it really? Probably not. But for some reason, and for the experience of it, wouldn't it be boring if we just had the same meal every day? And we met the same people and we did the same healing modality, everyone? No. But do we need it in order to get to a higher place? No. We don't. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. So you're moving on. You're moving on from an old situation to a new situation. Yes. But you're also moving on in your spiritual growth. You're moving on so you understand there's no need for these cards. There's no need for the pendulum. There's actually you. It's you being you're the tarot card for the divine to work through. Does that make sense? Fertility. This is a very, very fertile moment in your life. You're including everything. You're including your mental body. You're including your physical body. You're including your emotional body and your spiritual body. Like all bodies are included in this. And your heart is really starting to thrive. It's really starting, like you're becoming whole. As you're finding this place within, you're becoming whole. And there's the second indicator of a soulmate connection, because I see this as a peacock in the back here. And so then we want to clarify the peacock, I was going to say. We want to clarify the unicorn. Sorry if I offended anybody there with the Reiki. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't continue to do it, and it doesn't mean that you're not helping people. And if you're taking Reiki from somebody else, it doesn't mean that they're not helping you. If you feel like it's helping, by all means continue to do it. If you want to sprinkle sprinkles over somebody and say a specific formula as you do a certain thing and you get some sort of result, continue to do it, But to then give credit to the very thing, or if you take the sprinkles away, then it can't be done. But by all means, continue. Sorry. I'm gonna put those back. Has nothing to do with unicorn. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Gone Reiki, gone me feeling a little bit like I'm stepping on anybody's toes. Yes. Unicorn. What can we tell about the unicorn for Libra, please? It flipped, but it didn't come out. Wow. Wow. 4, discontent and boredom. Feeling a little bit alone there for a bit, and then we're having triumph. And then we're stepping into our love. Harmony. It flipped, but didn't come out. Interesting. So we're going to continue. There we go. Oh my lordy lord. And I think the 2 out of 3 cards that flipped were black borders. And what comes out, and one of those was a 4. And what came out now is 4 borders that is black. And 2 number 4. And they're not half cards either. So, goodness. This unicorn connection. I'm sorry. This unicorn connection. 20 is my upgrade. This is you ascending. 2.0 version of yourself. There's a Libra feeling over this whole card. So that is you. We have the justice there. We have it's being equal. Like good karma returns. It's being evened out is what I'm looking for. It's being evened out, and we have this portal situation there. Like you're stepping into this. It's that star looking into, in one way it looks like a new world, like a new earth there, almost like a round globe, like you're stepping onto a new earth. It's like the world card, and the world card indicates we're leaving something old behind and we're moving into something new. That's also you having like a grand understanding of the universe and how the laws really work. So this is just really talking about your own personal growth here and how really, really far you come. And then it allows for you to step into this new, like we started to have this intuition opening up here with the dimensions, new dimensions, and pulling it in, like completely creating it in your own life. And then it's like allowing for you to step in through this new portal to this new situation. And this comes out as a clarification for the unicorn. So there's a new situation here for you. There's a new love in the air. It's a new... And if that is a play on words, that there's an air sign, there's a new love in the air. I'm going to give it a rest there, but like take that however that resonates for you. And then we have authority. This is like a strong leader, strong teacher. This is a very confident person. We have Libra there again with the 2 pillars in the back. This is a heart matter. You're laying a new foundation for yourself. You come into this most gorgeous place. This really talks about how very beautiful of a connection this is with your person. But the only reason it can be that connected is because you're that connected. I just realized we had 2 other black borders on the table. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 borders that is black. That's complete alignment with the universe. We have the heart chakra. This is you completely opening up your heart, and we already saw that. This is a grand focus on your heart, and you're stepping into your heart, moving into your heart. Laying a new foundation there again with the number 4 in terms of love. And you're stepping into your power. This could be a Leo connection. It could be an air sign or a Leo connection that we're looking at, or you could have Leo in your chart. You're just stepping into your power. You really are starting to figure out who you are. And the number 8 there speaks about courage, bravery, strength, power and strength. It's the infinity sign, as above, so below. So whatever you've dreamt about, you're now bringing in terms of a soulmate connection. That is so beautiful. I'm going to continue this reading in the extended version on Vimeo there. So if you feel like you resonate with this, you're so welcome to come there. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching Libra, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care, guys.